Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts about the 40k universe. I am your host Gershwan and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Lamenters chapter. If you guys have not checked out this series, please jump on over to part 1, which you can find a link above. If not, we're going to link part 2 above and you can listen to the story of the Lamenters. It's really important that you get the first initial videos in order for you to understand more of the lore on these guys. Now, the first fact is a very interesting fact. It's the actual song that plays while the Lamenters chapter go into battle.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles.
I am just kidding, but I figured that would be the perfect song for the Lamenters if they existed in today's time. If you guys have any funny songs that you could think of that you can connect to certain Space Marine chapters, please comment them down below. Give me some ideas. And then if you guys have any suggestions for Space Marine chapters that you guys would like us to create a video for, please don't forget to comment down below. Put suggestion followed by the Space Marine chapter that you guys would like us to talk about. So let's get into 40 facts about the Lamenters. Malakim Foros is the chapter master of the Lamenters and is also known as the Lord of Ruin and the Watcher of the Deeps. Foros is a living example of both his brethren's grief and their resilience. Malakim Foros earned the moniker Lord of Ruin after the palpable aura of grief and bitter hatred that surrounded him, filling his followers with near-suicidal determination and filling the hearts of their enemies with despair. A figure of awe and reverence for his chapter, his battle brothers would follow him into fire and death without a second thought. To a casual observer, the Lamenters chapter master is like a statue of an ancient imperial saint given life, due to his fair face and ancient gold power armor. Beneath his calm exterior lay a bitter emptiness and an indomitable will that he uses to maintain his self-control, to keep the darkness within at bay. There were whispers that his control was slipping, and that he had already nearly been swallowed by the Black Rage several times, only to pull himself back from the brink through his sheer force of will. A survivor of the ill-fated destruction of the Space Hulk Unhallowed Heart, Malakim Foros had long held a distrust of the bureaucrats of the Adeptus Terra, after the castigation of his chapter and the centuries of distrust they had faced. It was this flaw that had proved to be the Lamenters' downfall, when Huron exploited his anger and suspicion to gain their support for the Bad Ebb secession and the tyrant's cause. Malakim Foros was believed slain during the destruction of the battle barge Daughter of Tempests during the Battle of Orpita in the 908th year of the 41st millennium, when the Minotaur's chapter battered the Lamenters into submission. Since the end of the Bad Ebb War in the 912th year of the 41st millennium, certain rumors have persisted that Foros somehow survived, floating unseen in the wreckage to be eventually recovered and join his brethren in exile, though these rumors have yet to be substantiated. Another notable Lamenter is Brother Semnai. Semnai was serving his second vigil of the Long Watch at the time of a notable operation, his first spent as a kill marine in the Cornus Expanse. The exact nature of Brother Semnai's service in that far distant region of the galaxy remains a mystery, as it appears he traveled on the bridges of as many as a dozen different rogue trader vessels. Many suspect Brother Semnai has been tasked with hunting down a specific enemy of the Death Watch in the Cornus Expanse, and that he finally cornered that unknown foe on the very brink of the Hektar Rift. Other than the fact that Brother Semnai discharged his oath during the final battle, all that is known is that he sought to return to his chapter's homeworld, his vessel laying up at Erico during its long voyage. Needless to say, Brother Semnai never completed the journey, deciding instead to stand a second vigil after the Inquisitor Ramius approached him and specifically requested his aid in some undisclosed task. Brother Semnai served during the Hadex Anomaly operation, and the reason for his continual internment in the Erico Reclusium is a complete mystery. The Lamenters Dreadnought Amadeus Chirophelius, now known as Chiron, avoided the ultimate fate of the Lamenters at the hands of High Fleet Kraken due to being temporarily assigned to the Ordo Xenos Death Watch, and he currently believes himself to be the last surviving member of his chapter. The Lamenters' relics include the Victory Price. Victory's Price was a master-crafted Astarte power spear. Bearing this power spear is viewed as both a great honor and a heavy burden by the warriors of the Lamenters chapter. It has been wielded at the forefront of many great victories and mighty battles. More of its wielders have fallen in the moment of triumph than have lived to return to the chapter's halls. Though the Adeptus Astarte know no fear, the wielder of this spear tend to become concerned with ensuring that they will sell their life as dearly as possible when the time comes to pay for their success. The Glaven and Carmin is a two-handed master-crafted power weapon in the form of a powerful Glaven, once wielded by Chapter Master Malachim Foros during the Badapt War era. The Catechist was an ancient Infernus pistol used by Chapter Master Malachim Foros in battle during the Badapt War era. The Ordos Pronatus is one of the Ordo Minoris of the Adeptus Sororitas, who specializes in retrieving, guarding, studying, and repairing artifacts of value to the Ecclesiarchy. They also have the responsibility of maintaining and blessing the many banners and symbols of the Ordo Militant. They have been even called upon to reconsecrate the livery of other imperial bodies, as was the case when they repaired the chapter banner of the formerly disgraced Lamenters chapter after its involvement in the Badapt Uprising. As we spoke about in part 2 of the Lamenters chapter video, it is said that the Sisters Protanis, who repaired the banner, wept openly as they did so. So terrible to contemplate were the sins of the Lamenters. To this day, the standard is known as the Banner of Tears. At the outset of the Badapt War, the Lamenters were known to possess the massive mobile star fortress called the Mater Lacrimarum, which served as their chapter's mobile fortress monastery and repair dock, 2 Adeptus Mechanicus forge ships, and a dozen other support vessels. The chapter also possessed 2 unusually powerful battle barges, 6 strike cruisers, and 3 Vanguard-class cruisers, as well as 22 escorts of various classes. The Lamenters' current fleet, after being engaged by High Fleet Kraken, is unknown at this time. Mater Lacrimarum is a mighty vessel, a mobile Imperial Star Fortress known as a chapter barrack. It serves as the Lamenters Chapter Mobile Fortress Monastery and Geed Seed Relic Repository. The battle barge Daughter of Tempests served during the Korith Crusade. The vessel was taken as a prize by the Minotaur chapter during the Badapt War. The Mater Suspiria was boarded by the Astartes of the Minotaur chapter during the Badapt War. The assault force that struck the strike cruiser included the Contemptor pattern dreadnought Hecton Iacos. Reclusiarch Ivanus and Komi of the Minotaur chapter led a victorious boarding assault in the 908th year of the 41st millennium against the Dawn Reaper during the Battle of the Badapt War. To learn more about the Minotaurs chapter, please check out our 40 facts video on the Minotaurs chapter. And those were 40 facts about the Lamenters chapter. Now this video closes off the Lamenters chapter series. If you guys have any more cool lore that you guys would like to share with us about the Lamenters chapter, please comment that down below. If you play Lamenters on the tabletop and you have some fan-made lore on your captain or battles that your army has been in that you would like to share, please comment that down below. We love to hear that. We love to read on fan-made lore. If you have any suggestions for other Space Marine chapters, if you have a Space Marine chapter that you play on the tabletop that our videos have not showed love to, please make a suggestion. Go down there and request whatever Space Marine chapter you guys would like us to create a video for. Don't forget to put suggestion followed by the Space Marine chapter. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and sharing. By you guys liking these videos, it really helps out the channel, but at the same time, it helps you out because it tells YouTube that you want more Warhammer 40k content. So what's going to happen is that in your recommended field. You're going to start seeing a lot of videos from our past collection that you might have missed. So lore from other portions of the Warhammer 40k universe that you might have not looked for. So don't forget to like this video, and at the same time it helps out the entire community because it starts recommending, or YouTube starts recommending you videos by other awesome Warhammer 40k content producers. There's a lot of great 40k channels out there, and you get recommended every time you like, comment, and subscribe. So don't forget to do that, guys, and I'll leave you with the Lamenters' favorite song. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looks so sad in photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles.